In tonight's headlines, Pandamonium prevailed in the SAR after oldest mama Ying Ying gave birth to 2 cubs at Ocean Park yesterday. A 6.3 magnitude earthquake rattled eastern Taiwan this morning, making it the second tremor to rock the island in less than 24 hours. And Sweden reports first case of monkeypox variant outside Africa, one day after the WHO declared the disease a global public health emergency. Hong Kongers will soon be able to meet and greet 6 national treasures all at once at the Ocean Park after the birth of the city's first ever local-born giant panda cubs and the arrival of a new pair of pandas gifted from the central government solidified. Culture, Sports and Tourism Secretary Kevin Yeung witnessed the signing of an agreement in Sichuan province today, which outlines a collaborative effort between mainland's panda base and Ocean Park in panda care, breeding and education. Adding to the joy, the city also welcomed a pair of giant panda twins, a male and a female, after Ying Ying gave birth to the first ever giant pandas born locally at Ocean Park early Thursday morning. The female cub, weighing 122 grams, was born first, followed by its younger brother, weighing 112 grams, an hour and 22 minutes later. The delivery came just one day before their mother Ying Ying turned 19 today. The birth of the twins came as a surprise, as Ying Ying and her partner Lulu, gifted to the SAR in 2005 to mark the 10th anniversary of the city's return to China, had been trying to conceive for years. The pair had successfully mated naturally in March, giving her first labor at the age of 19, which is equivalent to 57 in humans, made Ying Ying the oldest first-time mother on record. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News. Hong Kongers are buzzed up with excitement about the birth of the 2 panda cubs, born just in time before the arrival of the future new pair and ahead of the National Day. Chief Executive John Lee expressed his gratitude to the team caring for the new panda twins, wishing the cubs good health and a speedy recovery for their mother, Ying Ying. He also highlighted the special significance of the twins' birth, coinciding with the 75th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. Meanwhile, many Hong Kongers were attracted to the Ocean Park by the good news. This man said he was thrilled about the addition of the 2 baby giant pandas as the new members of the city. This boy said the giant panda cubs are cute, but he was a bit worried since they're quite fragile right now and need 24-hour care. He hoped they can meet the public soon. Indeed, 2 newborn twins were unable to regulate their body temperature on their own now. Their eyesight and hearing were still developing and would take 1 to 2 months to fully mature. Experts from Sichuan province and the SAR are working together to care for them. The panda enclosure will be closed to the public until further notice. This woman said she comes every year to see the pandas because her birthday is on the same day as Panda Ying Ying. Even though she did not get to see the pandas today, she was thinking about becoming an annual member to see the newborn pandas more in the near future. Ocean Park has announced that the 2 giant panda cubs will be introduced to the public in a few months. The cubs, along with their parents Ying Ying and Lulu, and the new panda pair soon to arrive in Hong Kong, could mean as many as 6 national treasures co-living in the city. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.
Sweden's public health agency said Thursday they have identified a case of mpox clade 1, a more contagious variant of the virus, and it is believed to be the first detected outside of Africa. The agency said the patient was infected during a stay in Africa, where there is currently a major outbreak of mpox clade 1. The infected then sought health care in Stockholm after returning from Africa, it added. Meanwhile, after relisted mpox a global public health emergency on Thursday, the World Health Organization warned that clade 1 and its subvariant clade 1b are more fatal and even more transmissive. Though the variants have been endemic in Central Africa, they're now detected in other Eastern African countries and can easily overspill from Africa to the rest of the world, it added.
The reason we're concerned is it's like a variant. It's called clade 1b. Sorry for the name. It's a variant of what we had seen for many decades that had been endemic in Democratic Republic of Congo and West Africa, East Africa. But this one is spreading very rapidly, and it's spread to countries in Africa that have never seen it before, such as Rwanda, Kenya, Burundi. We're seeing a lot of cases in Burundi and also in Uganda. And these are countries that have got a lot of contact with the rest of the world, but so that's a threat to the rest of the world.
WHO also warned that the occurrence of the clade 1 case in Sweden could mean more hidden cases across Europe, and there could be more imported cases shortly. The organization urged relevant countries to take prompt and transparent measures against it. Quentin Yang, Cable News.
Thailand's parliament voted for Paitongtarn Shinawatra to be the country's next prime minister, ending 2 days of political uncertainty. A political newcomer, Paitongtarn is the youngest daughter of billionaire tycoon and former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. She was the sole nominee for the post, and needing a simple majority of 248 votes from 493 lawmakers in the House of Representatives, Paitongtarn secured victory after 319 members voted in her favor.
And I talked to my family, and I talked to a lot of people from my party, and I decided that it's about time to do something for the country and for the party as well. And I hope that I can do my best.
Being a constitutional monarchy, Paitongtarn still needs to be endorsed by Thai ruler King Mahavajiralongkorn. Paitongtarn's appointment comes 2 days after Thailand's constitutional court removed former Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin from office for unethical conduct. Following in the footsteps of her aunt Yingluck Shinawatra, Paitongtarn will be Thailand's second female Prime Minister, and at 37 years of age, she is the youngest. Before becoming the leader of the populist Pheu Thai party, which was founded by her father, Paitongtarn helped run the hotel arm of the family's business empire. Pheu Thai came second in last year's general election and formed a ruling coalition with 10 other parties. Paitongtarn's father, Thaksin, who remains one of the most controversial and influential figures in Thai politics, was ousted in a military coup in 2006. Sachin Kadwi, Cable News.
A 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck Taiwan's eastern city of Hualien this morning, the second strong tremor to hit the island in less than a day. The quake happened 34 kilometers off Hualien's eastern coast at 7:35 a.m. local time. It was followed by a string of aftershocks. Though there was no immediate report of damages, local authorities issued warnings to 12 cities and counties including Taipei. Located some 150 kilometers away from the epicenter, obvious tremors were felt in Taipei, with buildings shaken and morning commute affected, as some subway services were forced to work at lower speeds. Weather officials initially assessed that the quake was not linked to the 5.7 magnitude one hit the northeastern county of Yilan on Thursday, or the Hualien tremor in early April. However, after further evaluation, the Weather Administration reclassified it as the aftershock of April's deadly 7.4 magnitude quake, which officials said was the strongest in 25 years, killing at least 17 people around the epicenter of Hualien. It also rectified the depth of epicenter from previously assessed 9.7 km to 19.36 km.
As the powerful typhoon Ampol was expected to head closest to the greater Tokyo region late Friday, Japanese authorities have issued evacuation warnings for several areas across the region, which affect hundreds of thousands of people. In Kanto area, strong winds have brought down trees. huge waves could be seen on the sea. According to local electricity company TEPCO, more than 2,000 households in Tokyo and Chiba Prefecture experienced power outage. The storm has also impacted transportation, with bullet trains Shinkansen between Tokyo and Nagoya, as well as many cities across Honshu area, suspended for the day. Metro lines in the Tokyo metropolitan area have adjusted schedules or suspended operations. Meanwhile, Nippon Airways and Japan Airlines have canceled more than 600 domestic and international flights, scheduled to land or take off at Tokyo's Haneda and Narita airports. The Japan Meteorological Agency has warned that Ample's wind strength will continue to increase as it moves northward. The storm is expected to bring up to 300 millimeters of rain and 10-meter high waves to the Kanto and Koshinetsu regions. The Tohoku and Tokai regions are also expected to experience heavy rain and large waves due to moist air. Authorities are urging residents to stay indoors, warning of potential landslides, flooding, and building collapses due to strong winds. Jeremy Zhu, Cable News.